Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Mayor Torrance Harvey, City of Newburgh. We have some really exciting things, transformational things happening in the City of Newburgh and in Orange County, and historical things. So I want to first say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a nice, warm, fun holiday with your family and friends. So I'm going to go right in acknowledging Assemblyman Jonathan Jacobson to my right. Let's give him a hand. State Senator Rob Allison is here, 39th District. Let's give him a hand. Our state, county, and federal partners are very important to our revitalization plan and project. We also want to acknowledge county legislators Kevin Darien, Lujan, Genesis Ramos. Let's give them a hand. Minority Leader Valdez Smith is here, of Dutchess County. And I only saw two of our council members, City Council Member Martinez and City Council Member Shakur is here. And I believe that's all the elected officials, and if not, don't blame it on my heart, blame it on the mind. But again, today's an auspicious occasion. We are here for some very historical announcements. And without any further ado, I want to introduce to you Congressman Pat Ryan of the 18th District. Let's give him a big round of applause. And I want to say that Congressman Ryan has shown early commitments to the City of Newburgh and to the entire 18th District, delivering on the first day on the job. Congressman Pat Ryan is no stranger, obviously, to Orange County, nor is he a stranger to Newburgh, New York. Congressman Ryan is a graduate of the United States Military Academy at West Point. That's very important. His background and skills to deliver for residents throughout our entire community is evident, and again, he's already hit the ground running from day one. I look forward to continuing partnership with Congressman Ryan and all that he has done in conjunction to our revitalization plan in the City of Newburgh and our master vision plan as well. So, Congressman Ryan.
Good afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Happy Friday. Well, I don't know if anybody heard or maybe saw on TV for the last week or two, but Congress was a little crazy in how we started. So I'm glad that I made it out and back home here on solid ground in the Hudson Valley. I was going to joke with the mayor before we started, but I'll joke with everybody. So I'm a Kingston High School graduate, Kingston Tiger, and one of my visits to Newburgh, to the high school, had a really nice conversation with the students and a really nice care package that had an NFA T-shirt, Goldbacks T-shirt in it. And I brought it home and I said to my wife, I don't know if I can put this on. Will I be allowed back in Kingston? But the other weekend I wore it. I think I mentioned this to you. Next time I will take a picture. But in all seriousness, it is really an honor to be in Newburgh. This is the very first event that I've done here in the district since being elected, and that is not an accident. Really excited to be with great leaders here, of course, with the mayor, with council, the legislature, our assemblyman, senator, and everybody that's here. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your Friday. You're going to hear less from me and more from really critical partners that are going to give a little bit more detail about the announcements today. But to spoil the surprise, we're here with good news to talk about delivering help delivering dollars and resources right here to the city of Newburgh to build on the momentum, to build on the positive trajectory after some really, really tough, divisive years. How can we, down in Washington, just actually help make sure we're bringing resources to build on the great work that you all have been doing here to build energy and momentum and positivity in the city of Newburgh and, of course, throughout Orange County and the Hudson Valley. So in a moment, I'm going to introduce those partners, but at a high level, really excited to announce over $5 million in direct federal funding to big community-funded projects specifically for the city of Newburgh to move the city. So you're going to hear a little bit more in a moment from your phenomenal SUNY Orange president, as well as a little bit more from the mayor on the specifics. But what's exciting to me about these two projects is that they're really complementary and synergistic. One is $4 million for the Newburgh Landing Pier project to continue to build on the revitalization and the momentum at the waterfront. There's obviously a lot more to do there, and the federal dollars are just part of a larger project, but that'll be a significant investment from Washington right here in Newburgh. And then, really exciting program that SUNY Orange and a lot of others deserve the credit for, this food tech program that is really about skills training for people from right here in Newburgh and from right here in Orange County, so that as we see the economic growth continue, whether that's at the waterfront or up Broadway or anywhere else in the city, residents of Newburgh can actually get good paying, middle class jobs here in Newburgh. And one of the parts that I think is most exciting about this program that you'll hear more about as a dad of a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old is that it includes childcare. So that, there's so many obstacles to people that want to get trained, want to get educated, actually being able to get there and just show up to class, and of course childcare being one of the biggest hurdles. So you'll hear more in a moment on all these programs from our partners. I also, before I introduce them, and I'm going to grab my binder here, I want to make sure that I make clear that although I am your new member of Congress, and we're going to make sure that we're delivering these programs, a lot of the initial work to do this was from your former great member of Congress, Sean Patrick Maloney, who, because of the fun of redistricting in New York, doesn't represent this area anymore. But I want to make sure everyone knows that he and his great team on the ground, working with all the partners here, initiated this. So I'm excited to have voted for it, to deliver it, to announce it today, but we got to make sure we're always sharing credit with everybody that's responsible for delivering success. So I want to make sure that I shouted that out. And please, in absentia, let's give him a round of thanks. So now it is my honor to welcome up SUNY Orange President Christine Young, who's going to talk more about the food tech program, shout out some of the other great partners that have been responsible, and again, just on behalf of the almost 800,000 people of the 18th District and certainly Newburgh and Orange County, thank you to SUNY Orange for what is really an exciting, innovative program that we're excited to see come to work. So.
Oh, thank you, Representative Ryan. It's probably my background in science that I'm always looking for patterns, right, to explain what's going on, around me. And it was in my very first weeks, maybe months, as president of SUNY Orange. It was the first time I met Congressman Maloney, that we had a conversation in the city of Newburgh, right here in this neighborhood, about how could he, as the federal representative, 18th congressional district, partner with the community college and do something fabulous, right, for the city of Newburgh with the community college. So the pattern is, you're the new guy now. And here we are, same neighborhood, same fabulous city, and here in your first days, technically, you're delivering. You're hitting the ground running, already delivering. So thank you for this. behalf of Orange County Community College, all of our partners, I'm sure the mayor and so many people behind us, thank you. Thank you. This is a huge day for the college and for food tech. Specifically, we thank you for radically accelerating the full-scale operation of Orange County Food Tech at SUNY Orange. Orange County Food Tech will support the economic development of Newburgh, Orange County, and surrounding areas through workforce development opportunities that assist low-income job seekers and workers obtain and advance jobs that provide sustaining wages and benefits primarily in the food, beverage, and hospitality sectors. In a nutshell, our beautiful branch campus, which you can see from right here, is often described as an anchor, and increasingly it's an anchor in a neighborhood of craft beverage, and soon it's going to be in the middle of an urban resort and hotels, right?
That's right.
So it's only right that it should anchor economic and workforce development in the food, beverage, and hospitality industry. And Representative, you've made it possible that we start doing it right now. So a significant portion of the funding will be invested into direct student support for free or nearly free workforce readiness training so that individuals may receive meaningful instruction and go to work, earn a meaningful wage, and maybe they're even going to return right away to Food Tech or SUNY Orange for additional advanced instruction and grow in the job. And as you noted, another a portion of the funds will be devoted to daycare, childcare, because we know that so often people who do want to go to training, to go to instruction, to learn, can't do that. And so very purposefully, we wanted funding to enable people to access childcare. So we're so very excited about that. We can begin instruction immediately this spring now, as we design and begin construction of an instructional kitchen as well, right here on our branch campus in Newburgh, that will grow in the years to come. So it's fitting I share the day today right here to my left. I didn't know that was going to happen with Mayor Torrance Harvey, Chamber President Heather Bell, also right behind me. We're already building strong food tech relationships in Newburgh, and we look forward to working alongside of Mayor Harvey and his administration to provide greater access to educational and workforce opportunities for area residents. Additionally, we have already begun working with Heather and her chamber staff to determine what needs businesses in these sectors have, both in Orange County and the greater Hudson Valley. By partnering with the chamber, we will collaboratively address the near-term and longer-range needs of those businesses to support their growth and sustainability. I have so many other folks to thank who've stuck by this vision for many years. I want to recognize the SUNY Orange Foundation that funded an initial study to test this idea. I know we're joined here today by Chris Gomez, who chairs the foundation right now. Chris, thanks for joining us. We've been advised along the way by an advisory board of top flight industry business partners who actually know things about food and beverage manufacturing and hospitality. Johnny Ann Hansen is here today representing the Council of Industry, who's been with us. Thank you, Johnny Ann, for being here. The college's board of trustees have gone on a journey with us in doing workforce differently. Fred Watson, thank you, thank you. A longtime Board of Trustees member. Thank you, Fred, for coming out today. And Food Tech has its own board as well, and Paul Martland wears many caps. Paul is on that board. Thank you, Paul, for being here, and Fred also does double duty on that board. Thank you. But Food Tech needs an expert. And that is powered by this gentleman right here in front of me. Jack Sepulveda is our executive director. Thank you, Jack. So if you actually want to know how any of this is going to get done, talk with Jack. Please interview Jack after this is over. Jack will be doing that. So in conclusion, Representative Ryan, I hope we're going to talk many years into the future, that we'll do lots of collaborations together as SUNY Orange and your office. So I'm still going to look for patterns. Here's the pattern I would like. In the future, we shall have food, beverage together throughout Orange County. It will be served, and each time the beverage is served, the food will be tastier, the beverage will be more refreshing, the service will be more elegant, and maybe you and I will say that first time we were together, it all started right here, right? It was the people were trained at food. And thank you.
I think, are you next? Or is that? Yeah, thank you. And you already heard reference and mention to our great Orange County Chamber President, who I feel like I've already hung out with like a dozen times, even though I just started last week. So she is everywhere, and their organization, as you all know, does such great work. So it's exciting to see this partnership, and my honor and pleasure to welcome Chamber President Heather Bell.
Thank you, Representative Ryan, and everyone here. So the Chamber advocates daily for the needs of our members, and although the needs change and they vary by member, the consistent over the last 2 years has been staffing as well as workforce development. So specifically, the restaurant industry was impacted so drastically through the pandemic. It continues to experience challenging times bouncing back. I have member restaurants that still are closing because they can't get staffing. And so we really feel that this, knowing intimately our relationships with our members, but also through our partnership with the Orange County Restaurant and Taverns Association, that this is a need that's being answered now, it's being addressed now. And it's unique through SUNY Orange that this program is meeting those needs of the restaurant industry. And not only through food service, but through business acumen too. It's not just the preparation of the food, it's not just the service of the food, but we're also addressing the business part of the industry as well. And I just can't commend this organization, this institution, the people that are passionate about it. Jack and his team, don't ever go on a tour with Jack though, you kind of get a little bit around the corners. It's fun though. It's really cutting edge, and I want to thank Congressman Ryan and also Congressman Mahoney, who started it. Thank you so much for seeing the need, hearing the needs of the college, and taking the time to address it. I was also asked to speak on the Newburgh waterfront. Would you like me to do so now?
Yeah.
Okay. So for more than 200 years, the breathtaking waterfront view that you see here has really served as a gateway to the city of Newburgh and to Orange County in general for commerce. Let's not forget that that's commerce. It's not just tourism. Tourism equals commerce. So the bigger picture here is that that landing pier has been in disrepair. And we need to a large degree, realize that that gateway to commerce was closed. So now this opportunity will fund those that are venturing along our beautiful Hudson River to start to bring commerce back to the city of Newburgh, to Orange County. And I can't say enough great things about how wonderful it is to be a part of the team that is working in the economic development arena of this county, with the partnership with the county, with the IDA, with tourism, to ensure that this county's commerce is coming back. And thank you very much. And with our elected officials. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just want to have the mayor also weigh in on the waterfront, and then we'll get everybody out of here and on with our day.
Yeah, so City of Newburgh is, as I mentioned earlier, undergoing a very aggressive, fast-paced, moving revitalization plan. And the Newburgh waterfront, when we talk about having the best view of Mount Beacon, of the Hudson, the West Bank on the Hudson, we are the only city in the river city, of all the river cities, to have the deep water ports. If you look at the history of the city of Newburgh, This Newburgh was a shipping town, and going back to the 19th century and even beyond. And so we're happy to embrace commerce, tourism, continuing the beautiful work that's already happened at the city of Newburgh waterfront, and repairing this pier is going to bring commerce. It's going to bring tourism. We have at least 3 destination touring companies, they want to come. They've been waiting for this pier. I don't want to get into the specifics of what companies, but having different touring companies that come from the city of Newburgh to New York City, the Manhattan Island, and even into venturing off into the Caribbean. So that's important. The $4 million is going to be partnered with some of the funds that we already have. And that's also why the city of Newburgh has worked diligently and intentionally on being financially and fiscally solvent, making sure that we get these things done. As far as the Sim Foster Hotel, resort, hotel, spa, and restaurant, that too, as was mentioned with the SUNY Orange, is very critical in our downtown commercial corridor, very critical to workforce development in the city of Newburgh, where young people and even older people get real skills to pay bills. And I always say when we talk about workforce development, we have to tap into the hotel, hospitality, management, and food business. So we're excited. It's fast-paced. It's very aggressive. And as I said earlier, the city of Newburgh is revitalizing in a very historic way. So there's more to come. Thank you.
I'm going to end building just on what the mayor said, paying the bills. I mean, that is everybody that I talk to, everywhere I go. That is number 1, 2, and 3 on everybody's mind. So I know everybody here, elected officials, community leaders, members who care about our community, we are in touch with people. We know that pain and pressure that every family is feeling. That's somebody calling right now to agree. So certainly for me, and I think I can speak for everybody here, everything we do every day is going to be about trying to take that pressure off of people's shoulders and then give them something to be excited about, something to be optimistic about. So this is really a great day in Newburgh and Orange County, and I'm really, really proud and honored to be with you all, and more to come. So thank you so much.